The biggest determinant of success in your intimate client events is who shows up. In this edition of Oechsli Insider, we're going to teach you how to maximize the guest at your event. It used to be at our Rainmaker retreats, we'd ask for a show of hands of how many people have hosted an intimate client event, and we'd have a handful of hands go up. Nowadays, when we ask, nearly every hand is raised. The transition we find now is how do we get people from doing intimate client events and really seeing the marketing value from these events. When we study the Rainmakers out there, we find they host these events on a regular basis, and the invitation they use is a big part of their success. First of all, if you send a wedding-style invitation that says at the bottom, bring a guest, your clients are not bringing guests to your events. It's as clear-cut as that. When you look at the Rainmakers out there, these invitations are very much personal. They might send a wedding-style invitation afterwards just to solidify this invitation, but the first invitation is done by phone. They're making a big deal out of this. They're saying, Mr. Client or Mrs. Client, we're really excited about this event we have coming up. It's for some of our best clients. We sure hope you can make it. Secondly, they identify a specific person they'd like that client to bring. Kevin, you mentioned that colleague of yours, Matt. Do you think he'd like to come to this wine tasting too? We're getting specific with it. What we find is that this verbal invitation, done by the advisor, not by the assistant, mentioning a specific guest that you'd like that client to bring, goes a long ways towards maximizing the guest at your event.